All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first Let's Toast Live on the Culinary Business Network presented by Feed the Soul Foundation. I'm Karina Fernandez, Program Director of Feed the Soul Foundation. And on stage, we have...
And I'm Geraldine Dunmars, Community Outreach Coordinator for Feed the Soul Foundation.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Derek Robinson, the Managing Partner of Black Restaurant Week.
All right, so Let's Toast is one of our monthly series where we raise a glass to you, our incredible culinary community. Whether it's a big win or a small victory, today it's all about celebrating your growth, your gratitude, and the amazing people who've supported you all along the way. So here's a little quick rundown. We'll be mixing up some refreshing cocktails and mocktails. And we'll also spotlight some of your proudest moments and wins. So get ready to toast to yourself because you deserve it. And while I queue up the recipe, Geraldine is going to tell us why we created this space for you.
So, in the case of our industry, we often forget to celebrate the little wins. It's easy to overlook those moments worth celebrating when you're trying to make sure that your doors stay open. So that's why we created Let's Toast. It's your personal sanctuary for recognizing wins, big or small, and giving thanks to those who supported you along the way. You never know who's listening, and your story could spark someone who is in need. And I'll kick it off to Derek, who will be showing us his mixology skills while our signature, making our signature drinks.
So, that is so funny, Jalen. Yes, I am not a bartender by trade, but I did do really well in organic chemistry in school. So I guess that's the type of mixologist, I guess, in a sense.
That kind of works.
Balance something, if you will, for a particular cocktail. You guys, we're super excited because this is our very first cocktail that we're going to be doing today. It's called Rooted in Joy. And as you guys can kind of see the cocktail there, we also have not only a cocktail option, but also a mocktail option. Hopefully in the future, we'll get this sponsored by an amazing spirit brand. But as you guys can see there, it's going to be something very refreshing. It is a vodka-based cocktail with cucumbers, lime juice, and of course, club soda. So super excited about that. And I hope that we can all make that together. And, as we hear some amazing stories, we'll cheers to that. What you got, Karina?
Yes. And I'll be making the mocktail, which is 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, 2 ounces of ginger beer and ice. And I'm going to head back over here to make my mocktail while Derek makes his cocktail with vodka.
Absolutely.
So, Derek, you go first. You're on stage. We'll put you first.
All right, folks. I feel like this is like a real live moment. But again, as you guys can see at home, have a particular shaker like you have here, like I have right now. I did kind of already pre-make this already, if you will. I put together some cucumbers as well as lime juice into an entire shaker. And of course, let me go ahead and get you guys with this vodka. Of course, it's going to be 2 ounces. So of course, we're not going to pour it to the ancestors. Tell us when to stop. We're actually going to be really responsible when we do this cocktail, folks. So of course, just 2 ounces vodka right there. Of course, like I said, I mentioned before, you already have your lime juice as well as your cucumbers in there as well too. So we're going to go ahead and shake this on up with your handy dandy mixer. Excuse the noise, folks. Excuse the noise. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get one more thing for you guys. Let me get the ice for it. And we're going to pour this over some ice. Oh, that just looks delicious, doesn't it? All right. And then, of course, the last piece is to top it off with some club soda.
So tell us the ingredients that you used.
Oh, absolutely, you guys.
We couldn't see it.
Oh, my guys, I do apologize, you guys. So the whole entire recipe, which is called Rooted in Joy, there is, of course, 2 ounces of vodka. There is 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. Of course, 3 cucumber slices that are muddled inside your shaker as well too. And of course, you shake that in over some ice, make sure it's all cool and chill. And then of course, you put it over some fresh ice right here. And along what you put on top of that is some nice club soda as well too. So cheers to those who are drinking a mocktail. What's up,
Okay,
y'all?
now I'm going to make this mocktail really quickly. You beat me to it. So I'm just going to, here's my ice. I'm going to pour my ice into my cup. All right. And mine called for 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of lime juice. I pre-squeeze this juice so we don't have to do it on air. And then it calls for ginger beer. Now, I'm not much of a ginger beer drinker, but I do love this Fever Tree tonic water to give it that little bit of a fizz. And so we're just going to top it. And we're just going to mix it. All right.
That looks good, Karina.
Actually, it is pretty good because it's like an elderflower Fever Tree. Okay, so now this is like the big moment. Why we're actually doing this. We want to shout out some 3 businesses. Geraldine is going to help us spotlight those businesses. And cheers to you, Derek, on the other side. And
absolutely.
Let's start with the first one. Who are we shouting out today?
You're on mute. Hold on. You're on mute. No worries.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. First one we have to
So
the stage.
first up, we want to shout out Apple Core Shop in Baltimore, Maryland, getting ready for their grand opening. Aisha and Kevin, the dynamic duo behind this concept, have spent years building a loyal following through pop-ups and special events. And now they are able to bring their dream to life with opening their shop in Columbia, Maryland. They're known for their nostalgic treats with a modern twist, always made from scratch with vegan-friendly options as well. These treats have captured the hearts across Maryland. They've been featured on CBS Baltimore, and we are so excited for them to open up their brick and mortar on May 10th, 2025 in their soft opening. So congratulations, Apple Core.
Woo! A toast to you, Apple Core, Aisha and Kevin. And funny story, this took, I mean, you're looking at the video right now of them, you know, demoing, and it's not for the faint of heart to go through a process of going from, you know, a pop-up to a brick and mortar and doing everything in between to get your space right. And so it is a joy to see that they finally made it that to the finish line. So who's next?
Okay, and then next up, we are going to have Gold Coast Gal Kitchen in Seattle. She is one of our recent cohort graduates. Chef Tina was born in Liberia and raised in Ghana, has been sharing the bold, vibrant flavors of West Africa with Seattle for years. She started from pop-ups to catering and now has built a loyal following that led to her opening up her first brick and mortar in 2023. Serving unforgettable traditional African dishes. She has now been named one of Seattle's best new restaurants in 2025. This award is a testament to Tina's dedication, her rich heritage, and the amazing community that supported her joining. So congratulations, Chef Tina.
Congratulations, Chef. And look at this food. You have the jollof rice, you have the beef patties. Oh, it makes me want to go to Seattle.
I know. That's really cool when you think about just the idea of introducing a different cuisine to a different space, right? I know Seattle has a great makeup of a lot of different cultures. You know, the Asian culture is probably really prevalent there, but, you know, to be able to do something outside the box, such as Ghanaian and also Liberian culture, and just bringing that out to the city of Seattle, I think that's really cool. I think that's awesome. And that's just something really truly indifferent to help folks expand their palates out that way. So yeah, super excited for you guys. Shout out to y'all. You know, Seattle, one of the best restaurants. That's really awesome to have.
And I mean, she's trend setting. When she started this, she was the only person that was doing what she's doing. And she braved the face of uncertainty and a foreign environment to really bring in her heart to the plate. And we really appreciate everything that she's done so far. We're so excited to see her continue to grow. And she was an absolute delight in the cohort.
Absolutely. All right. Next up is
All right. And it's Taco Talan. I see you in the comments, my friend.
There we go. Our
All
friend
the way from
Jessica.
Chicago. Yes, ma'am. This family-owned taqueria, co-founded father and daughter duo Alvarado and Jessica, just received a growth grant from the city of Chicago. Congratulations.
Cheers. I wish I go ahead. Sorry.
Her father first ran a restaurant in the same neighborhood back in the 90s, and in 2018, the father and daughter duo brought new energy and some of Chicago's most unforgettable birria tacos to the same community with Taco Talan. Since then, they have become a local sensation, earning love from the Chicago Tribune, WGN, and so many of their devoted customers. I always see the engagement on their Instagram and seeing their promotions, and everyone absolutely loves it. This grant will help them continue growing their impact and serving up the flavors people can't get enough of. So congratulations to the entire team.
Yes. Woo-woo. It's a family-owned business. Not only her dad, her daughters, her sister, they all contribute to the success of this business. And Jessica actually has a background in PR and marketing, I believe. And so they do a great job of storytelling. And it shows. And they even had, fun fact, they had the Keith Lee effect, and so they handled that beautifully. And they're also they do a lot of food festivals, and I think Lollapalooza is one of them. That's an undertaking for sure, to staff it properly, to have enough inventory, to just pump these birria tacos out at food festivals is a delight to see. We've seen them in action, and so it's exciting to shout them out, and they deserve that grant. And they have cocktails too, and mocktails at their place, and they have this like I don't know where it is, but she does like a Hello Kitty cocktail, and you guys can look at them on Instagram, and it is fun to watch. All right, so that is our 3 shout outs today. Those are our first raising our glass to them, and we're so excited.
Absolutely.
Got my water.
Hey,
I love that, Jayla. I love that.
She's toasted. We're toasted. So if you haven't joined our network, please join our network. Here is how you can find us and how you can join the network. Again, this is for culinary business owners, small, large. This is a space for you. And one thing we've learned is growth doesn't happen alone. And let us just remind you that you're doing better than you think. So stay rooted in your progress. And you have a whole network and an ecosystem behind you through our Culinary Business Network. And again, if you haven't joined, remember, you're one click away. For less than $1 a day, you get access to monthly live trainings. You get to join like-minded individuals. And most of all, you don't have to do business alone. So let's toast to progress. Let's toast to progress, to passion, and to this beautiful community that we're building. Next month, we'll be diving into how to build the right team by creating company culture. And because at the end of the day, we're not just business owners, we actually manage people. And so any final thoughts from you all?
I'm super excited about it being our very first Let's Toast Live. And just like Karina said, we're definitely here to not only just celebrate your amazing wins, but also provide you with some really great resources to be able to help better your business. As you guys can imagine, sustainability is key. Whether you want one restaurant or you want to build a whole entire hospitality group, we're here to support you guys in those efforts. And again, just as you guys have noticed before, the Culinary Business Network is there for you. You can ask any question any time of day. We are here. Definitely we see it in our cycle, and we definitely be able to give the right resources to attach to you to be able to help elevate you and provide you those right answers to go to the next level. So Thank you again.
Absolutely, perfectly said. And I echo that same sentiment. I know when we talk, when we used to have the cohort every Monday and we're doing the classes and everyone was nervous once everything ended, was like, oh my goodness, who am I going to ask these questions to? That's why we created this platform. We want you to know that we see you. I see you in the comments. I see your DMs when you ask for questions. We see your emails. And we want to make sure that you have not only us, but you're also able to build that network in the community that goes well beyond the virtual space.
Absolutely. And hopefully one day we can come to you, one of your restaurants and establishments one day to do this entire
Absolutely.
series live. Let's have a great way to showcase you that great interior design at your restaurant, or just a new location, a brand new restaurant. Let us know how we can be able to, come on out and have our own particular activation within your space as well too. We would love that.
Oh, thank you, Taco.
Thank you,
Oh,
Jessica. And again, one more thing. We're so proud to raise a glass to all of you, whether your win was landing a new catering gig, making payroll, or just taking care of your well-being. You deserve to be celebrated. And as I always say, remember, you are not alone in this journey. And when you thrive, we all thrive. So we'll see you all next time. Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye, y'all.
Bye.